It's like
you might get into discussion, boy. I want to show your face. So you got the tape rolling now. We're just gonna fucking talk.
Yeah, bro. Like
I need to get on the camera too. Yeah, you over there all in the cut.
I'll give Drake his play. I haven't given enough artists their play lately. A lot of times when I'm in the car, I'm listening to myself or I'm getting distracted thinking about other shit.
Oh, this guy said I'm waiting out here.
So
that's all I do is listen to me.
No, it's not even like that. It's just that if I play some shit, it's like, okay, let's play this. This is what I want to hear, or this is what I'm thinking of in my head.
I feel like that's the artist you're supposed to put up with.
No, facts.
I appreciate that.
I just
that way I don't sound too vain.
No, I mean I feel that though, honestly.
Yeah. I was bullshit. But fucking, I forget what I was gonna say. What were we talking about? Jay-Z. No, Drake. Fucking, if someone said that Views was their favorite album, or If You Read This was their favorite album, I would be like, alright, I respect it. I respect that shit.
I mean, I can.
What was the last time album you heard from him?
I played Scorpion. I only played it one time.
Scorpion wasn't, I don't know. He likes Scorpion more than I do.
This is where Drake gets me, because there's enough times that a good verse, a good beat will get me. Mm-hmm. So did I like Scorpion? No. When 8 out of 10 pops up, do I get hyped? Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. One of my favorite beats.
Okay, so you're listening from a production point of view then.
I've been listening to Drake like that for years.
I feel you. I just had to understand.
And it might have been that way the whole time I've been listening to him, but I will say, as far as when he first comes up talking Thank Me Later, like that is my favorite album.
I feel you.
And it could just be
production wise?
Period. And I'm gonna tell you why.
We got a fan over here. Listen, I put it up there. I think Take Me Now was one of his best outros.
And I mean,
talk about spitting bars.
We're talking back then. We're talking 9 a.m. in Dallas.
9 a.m. in Dallas wasn't on the album.
It doesn't matter. We're talking about back then. It might as well have been on the album. He didn't put it on So Far Gone.
It's just a freebie. It's just a free thing.
Thank Me Now. This guy turned out something off yesterday. I forgot to tell you about that. Crowd was not pleased about that.
What happened?
He was playing DJ yesterday morning or Sunday morning.
Who?
As he was playing music Sunday morning.
Okay.
And you turn that song off, Thank Me Now.
Oh yeah,
the crowd was not a fan about that.
Oh, you?
Yeah, the crowd was not a fan of that.
Should have played that.
But this guy said that.
Yeah, because you let it play for a couple, the first couple, at least 10 seconds. I was like, all right, bet. As you got turned it off.
I will say that drum do go hard. It's not my favorite.
I've heard it recently, and I was in a certain mood.
I would have to really look and really let you know what my favorite. I mean, 9 a.m. in Dallas is my shit.
No, facts. I like watching the live version of that shit. So when he was performing that shit at the radio hall, I YouTube that shit all the time.
That drum comes out.
With the part where he says, "You make friends with Michael God and Iron for survival." It's like
that's what Thank You Later or Thank Me Now.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I thought you were talking about 9 a.m.
No, he was talking about, but he said he likes what's called more than that. And I'm like, bars.
It's not 9 a.m. This nigga at 9 a.m. He was snapping in that bitch, yeah.
Bro, I've been listening to Drake like that for years. So Far Gone, you got the joint. Congratulations.
Yeah, that was one of my first songs I like.
When we did our video about Drake, did we put So Far Gone? That's technically an album, you know that, right?
It absolutely is.
Yeah, we actually dropped.
I mean, I say Thank Me Later is the first one, and yeah, that's incorrect.
Yeah.
So Far Gone.
But So Far Gone was originally a mixtape, but they changed that shit later on.
Yep.
But we dropped the ball on that shit. Damn.
Well, we didn't do mixtapes.
It's an album, that's what I'm saying.
What did you?
It is, but it ain't what it is. I mean,
when it came out, it was a mixtape, but I'm saying
when it almost went to Grammy, as great as Drake is.
Go.
Artist.
He's not Jay.
Listen, I'm the wrong person. I'm just the wrong person to have that conversation.
He's a better artist than Jay, but he's not a better rapper than Jay.
I
can't even say that. But then, like I said, I'm just the wrong person for this argument. I'm just the wrong person for it.
What makes? Nah, I can't say that. I'll agree with you on that front.
Alright.
Yeah, better.
Yeah,
plus, Drake has. I know for a fact Drake has more lanes than Jay does.
Yeah, better artist.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, as far as like strictly we're talking about rapping, like he probably wouldn't be Jay though. If we're talking about rapping, Drake probably wouldn't fit in the lane like a lot of people actually rapping. Like, you know what I mean?
I disagree because this pen's actually kind of crazy. And see how
yeah, but it's like there's a lot of other people's pens is really crazy too. Like,
yeah, but I'm just saying like Drake. I'm just saying when he talk about like I don't know. I think he's just too many. I think the reason why he's the GOAT to me is he's too good in like multiple lanes.
He's good.
Like he's top tier in multiple lanes.
He's good at a lot of different things.
And you can't say that about Jay-Z. You can't say that about a fucking Biggie. You can't say that about
he writes better than Cole.
I
would say that he writes better than Kendrick.
People, I don't understand the hype on Kendrick. Like people ride Kendrick's fucking top to the fucking moon and back. I'm a Kendrick fan, but I'm just saying, like, come on, man. Like Drake's not better than Kendrick. Come on.
There might be a vibe that is easier to listen to when it comes to Drake, but
he has more body. I think he has more bodies of work. He has more of an offering.
That's very, very true. That doesn't make him better than Kendrick.
Why doesn't it?
Why doesn't?
Because
Weezy put out album after album and song after song and tape after tape, and that made him great. That makes him that made him better than everybody else.
He was the best rapper alive at one point. What do you in Wayne's prime? He was the best artist.
But I'm saying, exactly, you get to take so much more of what Wayne did, other than the amount that he had.
Okay, I feel you. I understand what you're saying.
The body of work is.
I understand what you're saying. That's a good point.
Well, with that being said, could Kendrick keep up with Drake's consistency?
That's a different argument.
In terms of like,
I think he can.
Body of work.
He chooses not to. Especially
I feel like that's an easy cop out though.
That's very true.
Just because people like, when like what writer's block is and stuff like that. It's to be able to put stuff out at a high level at all times is literally a skill.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's why like when people put like Kendrick over Drake, I'm like I just disagree. Like he's like bro, like this man has a sustained excellence for a decade. Kendrick, yeah, like he had moments here and there, but like it's not sustained. Like okay, yeah, like I'm not gonna act like his albums weren't great. All three of his albums were phenomenal. But I'm saying like Drake's dropped over like a decade's worth of work, and that's just in albums. Like he has features that slap. He has singles that slap. Mm-hmm. He has mixtapes that slap. Collab.
So, first off, you got to make sure that you put some respect on my man Pulitzer Kenny's name.
Who?
Pulitzer Kenny. My man won a Pulitzer Prize. Name another rapper that did that. My guy, he takes too long to drop stuff. I need a Kendrick album right now.
Same.
You're absolutely right.
Same.
I also think that because of the way some artists have gone in the past, when you get too radical, you find a way to shut you down. And I think that's why it takes his time. If he put out what he's putting out at the rate that Drake was doing it, they would have tried to kill this man.
I feel you on that point. I feel you. The only thing with me is like that just proves the point that Drake's like better than him, because at least like Drake, like I said, he's good in multiple lanes. If that's all Kendrick can talk about, then it's like you don't hear nothing from him, huh?
It's not all he can talk about.
But I'm saying, he chooses not to though.
That's what's on his mind though.
I understand, but like you can, but like listen, you can still.
He gave us a tape about now. Wait, I
don't know. That's basically saying like Kendrick's like a one-trick pony type of thing.
I don't mean to say it that way.
That's how I mean. That's.
He's not, because he can talk about like self-love and like he can talk about loving your people and like even events growing up in the hood. Like it's like hearing shit that he rapped about, like it like reminds me of stories that my dad told me about growing up. Literally in the same California area, like type shit. You know what I mean? So it's just like that painted like a different picture, like for me. But I mean, and I always think about to what 21 Savage said, like even a couple weeks ago in that one interview. I think he was with $1 million worth of game with him and Wallow when he was talking about like how Future is bigger in Atlanta than Drake was because of like they don't listen to Spotify and all that, have all those hits or whatever. It's like you go up to a person in Atlanta, they'll say Future's the biggest artist
Right.
because of like the work they put in. Mixtape wise, like people was like literally going around like trapping their mixtapes and stuff like that. It's just like he has and plus like you're not like it's not relatable to people in the hood. Like they're not like talking about like bitches whatever they want to talk about. Like they trap, they slim rock or whatever. So it's just like kind of depends on like the demographic. Like he reaches a bigger overall demographic and everything like that.
Yeah, but that's like that goes into my point though. That goes into my point.
I like Drake.
I'm just saying. I'm like I don't know. I'm just saying like a lot of people just like try to act like he's not. Like when people like say like oh yeah like I feel I don't know I don't know. I feel like it's not crazy to say that he's a goat. Like he's better than a lot of people.
I think it's fortunate that we have the amount of rappers that are as good as they are.
Facts.
Time.
I read earlier that Kendrick Lamar not Kendrick Lamar, Drake has 400. He had Take Care has a cumulative 450 like consecutive weeks on what's called Kendrick Lamar like 465 or something like that for what's it called
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
I still I don't
Talk about like a collective story, like just like even like the I love what he did with like the skits in the end and like playing them Johnson Border is just like
I'm sleep.
I'm a big fan of that album because like
I've listened
that
to
album and Nothing Was the Same came out at the same time, the same year.
No,
like,
something like that.
Nothing Was the Same came out in 2013. Good Kid, Mad City came out in 2012.
really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
What I mean,
Good Kid, Mad City came out the same year or no? What other album came out that year? 2012. Nothing Was the Same dropped in 2013. Take Care dropped in 2011. Born Center dropped in 2013.
No, I thought that dropped in 2012.
No, it dropped in 2013. Born Center? 2013.
You sure?
Yes.
I feel like I went a long time without Cole before 2014 was in the draft.
2013. But, actually, exactly. Yeah, I'm sure.
Good Kid, CD came out in 2012. Drake came out in 2013. Probably the same.
That's what I said.
I thought you said it was other way around.
But that album, like, as first albums go, that got me.
What?
Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah.
And that made me do a deeper dive into all the shit that comes before that.
Yeah, Section 80,
Mm-hmm.
overly dedicated.
Oh yeah, I listened to the what was Cartoon Serial on? Section 80?
Is that Section 80 or? Yeah, that was Section 80. It wasn't.
Say cartoons.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
That must be on.
I want to say it's on.
I think it's on Section 80.
Section 80. I listen to Section 80 more than the other.
Oh, maybe I'm really dedicated. I know that when I first heard "The Jig Is Up," that's probably my favorite Kendrick song.
And now we dump in the
Do, 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 do.
Section 80 had Rick and Mortis on there, High Power. I really love as an outro. I really love High Power. Fuck Your Ethnicity, ADHD. That shit was fire. Spiteful Chant. Yeah, this song was fire.
What about how you feel about the Untitled? Because I haven't listened to that all the way through either.
When do you stop it then? Like, if you haven't heard it the whole way, like, what have you heard?
I forget. I listened to it like when it first came out, and I don't know. I might have just.
That's one of my favorite joints because most of the joints out there are real different, like some shit that I would have made.
Yeah, I just need to listen to Kendrick basically.
You really do.
Yeah, I just basically.
All right, so here you go.
I have all his albums. I just haven't listened to them.
Play Untitled number 3.
Yeah, he wrote that all by himself and produced it. I think by himself, or at least he wrote it by himself. No, the right credits. Damn, what a guy.
I mean, we're talking about artists, and Drake is still like better artist. Like, as
Nah,
far as like rappers go, like it's.
I forgot to tell you, by the way. You were right about our argument, DJ.
What?
The Lil Wayne, Kanye argument.
I know it was, but go ahead.
What was this argument?
That was a lot. Yeah.
Was it heated?
I was physically drained after the conversation.
It just went on for like a couple days too. But
Yeah. Like, I was literally like, bro, we're in here, like, yelling at the top of our lungs type shit.
What was the argument?
Bro. What's the argument, DJ?
what was it? It branched off into something else later. I feel like
It branched off into a bunch of things.
Who was the better artist? Was it?
It was Kanye or Lil Wayne.
Yeah, I was for Lil Wayne and he was for Kanye.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get it from like the producing side or whatever, but like as far as like a better rapper, like I was like not Drake. Lil Wayne is just better than Kanye.
I gotta admit.
But then my whole thing is like, if you had to like,
You're not including the fact that he's producing the tracks?
Yeah, no, I'm not including the fact because
no,
because
Because when I hear the word artist, that's what I think of.
oh, okay, yeah. No, rapper. He's a better rapper than Kanye.
But this is what I was wrong. I'm so wrong. So, but this was my argument. I was saying that I would put Kanye over Lil Wayne. If we're ranking like the greatest of all time, if we're putting like tiers or whatever, I was saying that Kanye ranks higher than Lil Wayne because he has 5 classic albums. His discography has 5 classic albums, and then 6 now because of Donda. Donda's gonna go down as a classic.
Is it?
Is it not?
No, I don't think so.
There's a lot of Donda that I like, and there's a lot of Donda that if I play it again, I'm going to skip through it. So get to the parts that I like. So no, that's not a classic.
All right, well, bare minimum, he has 5. I did forget to mention Life of Pablo. If you include that, I still think he has at least 6 classic albums. When if you include College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, 808s on Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and then Life of Pablo, I think is a classic. And I mean, Donda, I didn't enjoy Donda as much, but I think it's widely regarded as, a great album. I think it will go down as a classic album. But that's just my opinion. But let me know in the comments what y'all think about it. Back to it. College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, 808 to Heartbreak, and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That's a strong run. That's a decade run, like Drake, for real.
I don't know.
Or no, it was from 04 to 2010.
How do you feel about 808s and Heartbreak?
Well, I mean, if you hear other artists talk about it, as in Drake, also, like it inspires like them to do what they do, whatever.
Right.
So like as far as like,
well, what do you think about the actual? What do you think about that?
I wasn't a big fan of like Kanye growing up like that.
Wait, you wasn't a big fan of him at all, is what you're saying.
I know I was, but like I listened to it. I liked it. I like College Dropout. Like I liked them, but like as
College
far as,
Dropout
like,
changed my life, cuz.
as far as like I really liked them. I'll say that. But like it wasn't just like I wasn't going down the street like yo Kanye this Kanye that.
Okay.
Like, shit.
It like the way he's on Drake is how I was on Kanye back then.
Listen, Kanye's still one of my ranking. Like Kanye's top 5 for me in terms of favorite artists. He's top 5 for me. But I'm saying, but my whole back to my point. The whole reason why I said I was wrong is because Kanye is known for not writing
Absolutely.
his music,
Absolutely.
which I wasn't thinking about when we were talking about it.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, you've had multiple writers on those albums. Yeah, you did create you created
beautiful ass
Beautiful.
album.
Yeah, collaborative.
But it's collaborative.
But Lil Wayne was in the booth like, all right, turn the mic on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts. No, seriously, fact, and that's fact. So I was wrong.
It's and like the shit that he said that it took me like weeks, even years to get was coming off the top of his fucking head.
Not facts.
Like
Facts.
turn on the beat, like on some like,
He literally inspired a whole the rappers you hear now.
first-
They're inspired. They're like offsprings of fucking Lil
if
Wayne.
Juice WRLD was alive and keep going,
He'd have been the best one
he would have been.
on
He
Wayne
could
type
have
time.
passed Wayne like type.
I don't know.
But when
about
did
that.
Gilly stop writing for Wayne?
That is a good question.
Because there's a whole lot that I know that Wayne was in there doing himself. I'm not going to not act like Wayne didn't do a lot, because he did. But I still, I don't know when that happened.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're completely right.
That's all.
Which would honestly have a great hole in that argument of Kanye versus Wayne. Depending on how much he wrote.
As far as the early shit goes, like I said,
I thought that he's probably. I remember the one interview he was talking about how he had to I guess never mind.
All right, well,
What do you know? Well,
Carter 3. I'll say
Carter 3 is fucking great.
Carter 3 is a phenomenal album. That's one of the. That's definitely one of the greatest albums of all time.
I think Gilly stopped before that.
So Carter 2.
I think that's where the debate is.
Carter 2. I don't know. That's something you just have to research. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I don't know that either.
And like I said,
Carter 2 is great too.
he has a better ear for talent. Like obviously, top 3. So it's like
And Nicki and Tiger, for what it's worth.
people sleep on Tiger.
People do sleep on Tiger. I sleep on Tiger.
I sleep on Tiger.
I sleep
on Tiger too, but it's like, I mean, it's just like, I understand the argument, and when people talk about him, I understand what they're saying, because it's like, all right, people do disrespect his work because he's Tiger, it's just like because who he is, but it's just like as far as like rapping, he's alright, he's not
He signed Lil Twist.
So, that's what we talk about.
I mean, gotta.
So you going?
No, for real, on some real shit. The person I thought he should have signed, that I thought was gonna be out of here, was the boy Euro. You heard him on Dedication 5. The one song. No, damn.
I don't know Euro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you know Euro. I thought he was gonna be that. Oh,
Mouse.
Are you saying Cash Money is better than good music?
It's another debate that I actually have saved. We can have a conversation about that. That's a whole different conversation.
Because you're saying Kanye has or Lil Wayne has a better ear for talent. One rapper is slept on, as far as the 3 that we
Stay
say.
Sean.
No, I'm going to say out of those 3,
What are you talking about?
Drake, Nicki, and Tyga, one rapper slept on. Nicki's great. Nicki's out the game. And then there's Drake.
Yeah.
And Kanye got Big Sean.
Kanye got Big Sean, Push, or no, he signed.
He signed Push. Push goes before Kanye.
Yeah. He has Cudi. He has.
I didn't even think about the fact that he had Cudi.
All right, well, we're gonna say Kid Cudi's better than Drake. Are we gonna say
No,
No, Kid Cudi's
but I'm
on.
gonna-
But Kid Cudi's on a Nicki Minaj level. I would say that.
I will. All right.
I would say that.
I'd say that.
I like Kid Cudi, so I mean, you're not gonna argue about that. So it's
But I
I'm
think
a big fan.
Big Sean has a name that, literally speaks.
Big
for
Sean's
itself.
on a Nicki level too.
Big Sean's
What?
above that.
Oh, above. Oh.
Big Sean's definitely above that.
But I don't think that his music ages that well.
What do you mean?
I've listened.
Dark Sky Paradise slaps to this day. To this day.
It's just a lot of his other stuff, a lot of his older stuff, whatever.
Bro.
I listened to in the moment, whatever, and I came back and listened to it, and I was like, it wasn't that. It's because I first heard it. It
So
didn't
Guap wasn't
hit, and
slap.
it hit me the same.
Guap doesn't still slap for you?
Tell him that I need more.
But it's compared to hearing a old even an old Nicki slap whatever type shit, whatever. Them jaws
Still slap to this day.
yeah, I feel like they slap.
Big
harder.
Sean's out. Yo, listen, you're not about this.
I
First
like-
off, Marvin Gaye,
listen.
Chardonnay still slaps.
Listen.
Facts, bro.
That shit still goes in.
What was
Listen,
that on my
I-
drunk the other day?
I
decided still slaps.
I
Homie,
had the whole Detroit album on repeat, no matter roll. I had all that shit on repeat. That was my
Listen,
shit.
Control. You forget that Control was his song. Kendrick took it, but Control was his song. And
Kendrick Lamar.
he bought the fuck out of it, but Big Sean definitely bought the fuck out of his shit too. Before, obviously, fucking Kendrick just obliterated the whole entire track, and that's all you remember, or all people remember. But Big Sean's verse in that shit was tough as hell. Big Sean shit was fucking tough. Cause I'm trying to. And plus, Dark Sky Paradise. I feel like that album is so underrated. That joint has all my fault, all your fault on there. That's that joint goes in.
All right, but I mean, if you and Will, you play that.
Yes. What do you mean?
I
played that at work last week.
Okay, you're right. Okay.
That's
I
my
might be
shit.
disrespecting Big Sean.
You are.
But all right, but like I said, if we're comparing, we said Lil Wayne has Drake and Nicki Minaj, and like he has like Big Sean and what's called. Like I understand that those
Good
niggas are
music,
goated.
Mike.
But it's like, all right, you know, like I mean, like we're comparing, so that's why I'm speaking comparatively, like to them too.
Good music. I don't know. Good music has or Kanye signed some niggas, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
He did.
Didn't Kanye? No, wait, Kanye signed. I was gonna say sign
Playboy
it.
Cardi,
I was gonna say sign Akon. That's not true. Yeah, I was gonna say my nigga signed T-Pain though.
Yeah,
T-Pain's a heavy hitter. Yo,
he was on that. What's it called?
he signed Akon. Yeah.
I'm not. I thought you meant what's it called?
No,
Kanye.
That's a good ass debate though. Who signed like
That's
that's a history lesson that you gotta do a deep dive into though. Not for it.
that's a tough one.
I mean, like I said, comparatively, like I mean, Kid Cudi, yeah, and Kid Cudi and what's called, yeah, the super great artists. Like I love both of them. Like, but it's like as far as you got Drake and Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj, like I don't know, her out like she doesn't have. For me personally, I don't think Nicki Minaj has like that one album where it's like, damn, that's a good album.
But like when it comes to versatility,
She just has like
songs.
songs. She has songs.
You might not like her song, or whatever, but in terms of making hit music in multiple lanes of music, regardless if you listen.
Yeah,
to it
true. No, I'm not trying to downplay Nicki. I'm just saying like it's like.
Don't forget she was on Monster with Kanye.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying,
and
but like,
Jay-Z and
no,
Body
listen.
fuck out of it.
People
Like,
listen to that song for her verse.
Listen,
Facts.
and that was a song with Jay-Z and
Rick
Kanye
Ross,
West on it.
Kanye.
Rick
Yeah.
Ross.
Who are them other niggas when she was rapping?
No, facts. That's a fact. Listen. Nicki was out here, but does Nicki like?
But
if you think listen, hold on. If you go back, do you like listen for like a Nicki album? Can you play a Nicki album straight through?
I never have.
I never have.
You never, but
And that's not to knock and say that I can't. It's just that I haven't had.
But the music, the thing is, I have I've listened to a couple of her albums and they're just like skip, like they're skip.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I would rather go to the joint that I know is gonna slap when I turn it on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
Yeah. No, I mean,
So, but like Cudi has albums. He has albums.
but like I almost like
Big Sean has
talk to her
albums
as
that I
a girl.
listen to.
Like I mean, like I
This
relate
guy's
to
a dad.
No, I mean like not even like that.
Laura
like,
Hill
I mean,
did
like,
one of the greatest.
because I mean the shit
all
that she
time.
rap about, whatever. She's like, I mean, it's just like.
Listen, I was listening to Cardi B.
Yeah, like, I
Cardi
mean,
B's Invasion of Privacy. That joint was a hell of an album, in my opinion.
But like, she didn't like break that type of shit. Whatever.
I've never.
I was gonna say I don't even know if that's true.
I've heard
I know
Cardi
she's
songs, and I like the Cardi songs that I've heard. I've never
I know
heard
she's
the Cardi album.
I don't know. Fucking. I don't know.
So you're going to give music over what's called?
No,
I would go with
Drake's the fucking X factor in that whole entire equation. He
go
blows
with
the whole
music
entire
over
shit up.
And I guess that's because in my head I'm thinking about the Young Money album that came out, and
You still have.
Well, I mean, all right. It depends on like what you're like. All right.
Are you wait? Hold on. Does Wayne and Kanye factor in the equation or not? Or are you just talking about like their signees? Because you're talking about just their signees. I think probably.
So if we're just talking about the signers,
All right, we're talking about signees. I might go give music or whatever because I think the quality of music is better over there. So it's like, I mean,
But if you're talking about them as a whole, it's definitely Young Money. Because you have to add Wayne's legacy and you have to have Drake's legacy. Those are two niggas that by themselves hold fucking damn near.
on the female side too, like you also have to like include her impact. I feel like though, like I said, and just because she's a female and like she's the only one who's done it and got close to whatever. Yeah.
But no, 1,000%. You add Nicki 1,000%.
I will give you that.
You can't say that who on like good music is dominated a whole entire fucking.
Like I said, if we're talking about sales, obviously what's called Blizzard more. But like if like I said, quality of music, whatever. Because like there's a lot of Kid Cudi songs that I really like.
Who the fuck else is on good music? That's my question.
2 Chainz.
Is he really?
Shit.
I was thinking about that shit too.
2 Chainz.
Damn, you gotta add Chainz.
Which
2
Chainz?
Chainz in there.
Throw him in that argument.
Yo, so who the fuck was trying to chop 2 Chainz?
I like the James.
Someone was trying to chop like there was like, oh yeah, only like 29-year-olds.
There's a lot of
Listen
2
to 2
Chainz that I like. There's a lot of 2 Chainz that I'm just not about.
Titty boy,
Oh man, 2 Chainz was out here.
He was out here doing it.
duffel bag boy.
He was out here doing it.
I ain't
Can't
never
knock
ran
two
on
chains.
nothing niggas.
So, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. I wanted to hate on that
That
shit so
that
bad.
that beat is.
But
I
that
mean,
shit
like,
was.
his beat is so fire.
I was like, this shit is trash when that first
I
came out.
like Kid Cudi. His beats are like Kid Cudi's beats are fire too. I really like Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi. Do you think Young Thug was inspired by Kid Cudi? Because I heard people.
Young Thug is a Lil Wayne parody.
No, I'm saying because like
Lil Wayne,
hold on.
Young Thug is a Prom Queen that album parody.
But hold on. The reason why I say that is because
Now,
I heard people like I was listening to like podcasts and shit like that. They be like, oh yeah, like Young Thug uses his voice as like an instrument.
yeah, Trump said that. I saw that.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it from them.
But
But they said that
like
Kid
I said-
Cudi does the same shit though. So do you think that Young Thug learned from Kid Cudi?
I mean,
Kid Cudi definitely does that shit too.
no, like he learned that from like Lil Wayne and how he whines on the track and he makes like you know what I mean like auto tune like it's like the whole fucking what album was Prom Queen on? What the fuck album was that?
Rebirth.
Rebirth. Yeah.
That inspired a whole entire generation of rap music, whatever. Lil Uzi, Young Thug, like the way they sound and the way they like the whine on the track, whatever, they weren't doing that until Lil Wayne started. Lil Wayne did that shit and they took that and just like completely ran with it. They take this like whining sound and they just like raw voice, they auto tune it and make it literally sound like a rock star, like, and that was Lil Wayne. Like, he was like rock star rap, like he'll whine on the track and make it sound like fire, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, I feel like he inspired that whole entire generation of Young Thug, Lil Uzi, Playboy Cardi.
Wait, hold on.
All the
Hold
niggas.
on.
Like, if you listen to Prom Queen, like, you just hear it. Like,
I might have to change my tone on this argument. Good music versus
no, I said,
they're signing.
I said, good music is,
Good
because
music.
I said quality wise, like overall, like I would take
Listen.
Big Sean's quality plus Kid Cudi's quality plus even 2 Chainz quality.
We left out like Matt. Oh, I'm about to read your roster.
Like all they have is Drake, so like it's not fair. Like it's like I mean,
Listen, they have Big Sean, Pusha T, Mos Def, John Legend.
Most Def.
They have Travis Scott,
I forgot about Travis Scott.
I didn't know
Kid
that.
Cudi, Common, Consequences, No ID.
Well, quality music, right? Like he's completely outnumbered. Like it's like Drake's not buying all the niggas. Like if you take 2 people's like whole catalog, whatever, like that outweighs like Drake.
He has Tiana Taylor, Designer for what it's worth.
He's got some desire.
Dang,
What's
where's he at?
Didn't he? Oh no, I thought he had a chance for a second.